The ridge is lost. That's what the commander said, just before the sky ripped open and a storm of steel fell from above. A woman no one noticed. A phrase no one understood. And within seconds, the battlefield turned from certain death to overwhelming victory. Who was she? And why was she really there? If you're watching from anywhere in the world, drop your location in the comments, and if stories of covert heroes hidden in plain sight fascinate you, don't forget to like, subscribe. The sun bled orange across Forward Operating Base Redemption. Major Blackwood watched through binoculars as the enemy's armor kicked up dust from the valley below. He'd seen war before, but this was something different. "Sir, new recon just came in." Lieutenant Zanaya Wright's voice cracked the silence as she placed satellite images on the tactical table. 16 tanks, new T-90 variants, Eastern approach. No words needed. Blackwood's silence said it all. Operation Steadfast Shield had started as routine peacekeeping. Now it was a massacre in slow motion. Their communications were being jammed. Air support? Grounded? Evacuation? Impossible. The base was isolated, cut off, and that's when the first artillery round landed. Inside the command center, chaos brewed beneath tight-lipped professionalism. Officers adjusted maps. Medics prepared for the worst. And in the far corner, barely noticed, sat a quiet, red-haired woman. Technical specialist Allar Frost. She had arrived 3 weeks ago. No one knew her. No one asked. She kept to herself, a ghost with clearance. Captain Riker sneered when she softly offered input about the enemy's jamming cycle. "Stick to your console, specialist. Let the soldiers talk strategy." And she did, without protest. But Wright had questions. Frost's file listed her at Fort Gordon. But no one at Fort Gordon had ever heard of her. The data didn't match. The silences didn't either. Hours later, as dusk crawled over the ridge, everything unraveled. 2 of 3 outposts were lost. Enemy tanks approached the base. Blackwood, with visible pain, gave the order. "We're evacuating. Save who we can. This ridge is lost." Soldiers scrambled, radios failed. Desperation thickened the air. And then, she stood. Frost reached under her console and pulled out a sleek, unmarked device. Wright instinctively reached for her weapon. "What is that? Who are you?" Frost looked up calmly. "Zero Horizon active." She spoke 3 words into the device. That's it. 3 words. And then the roar began. 10 warthogs, unmistakable and impossible, screamed overhead. They tore through the sky like angels of death. Lead enemy tanks burst into fireballs. Artillery positions, gone in seconds. The valley that had been a death trap turned into a graveyard for the enemy. Blackwood stared, mouth dry. How? How did this happen? Frost stood beside him, not as a tech, but a commander. "Major Allar Frost," she said. "Zero Horizon Forward Operations." She outranked him. She'd been outranking him for 3 weeks. She had been watching, recording, waiting. This base had been bait. Zero Horizon, a covert program embedded deep within Allied operations. No uniforms, no acknowledgements, just operatives, placed like chess pieces, watching silently until the moment mattered most. The enemy had deployed new tech unmatched electronic warfare systems. This was their testing ground. And Frost? She was there to study them, break them, expose them. The convoy that was ambushed, the communications blackout, none of it was coincidence. It was a trap to lure the enemy into revealing their hand, and it worked. Their system was now compromised. Their secrets, ours. "Why weren't we told?" Blackwood asked. "Because you had to believe the mission was real," Frost replied. "Your response had to be authentic. They were watching you too." Captain Riker was furious. "We lost lives. Good people." Frost didn't flinch, and their sacrifice saved tens of thousands. Wright, now deeply shaken, had finally seen Frost's real record. 15 years, dozens of assignments, always anonymous, always gone before medals were handed out. No fame, no credit, Just impact. 3 months later, a new unit was formed. Strategic Response Unit Echo. Its purpose, combine conventional forces with zero-horizon assets. Its future, classified. Blackwood would lead it. Wright would serve beside him, and Frost? She was gone. Another name. Another face. Watching from somewhere. Waiting. Because in this world, some victories aren't seen. Some heroes aren't saluted. And some battles are won before they even begin. If this story moved you, if it opened your eyes to the warriors behind the curtain, hit that like button. Subscribe to Truth Untwists for more hidden tales from the edge of history. And let us know in the comments. Have you ever met someone who turned out to be more than they appeared? Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, stay legendary.